But you'll appreciate this. That's what people said about Snoop. Dre put you on. The Chronic was the biggest album ever, until Snoop proved that he was an artist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just the truth. Like, that's what's so great about it. Like, that was the point, which is like, the market, your skills, like what you got in you is gonna play out. You got your perspective. I just wanna be happy. Don't you wanna be happy?
DailyVee?
It is DailyVee.
What's good, DailyVee? It's your boy D. Kirk. My man Gary is spitting some major knowledge for you guys. Make sure you smarten up and pay attention. Maybe take some notes and whatnot. Real entrepreneurship life.
Damn, just walks right in and it's already on fire. What the hell? Sheesh. All right, here he comes.
We moved to Monday, extended our time there. So we're just gonna do Mikey and then the Icy Narco.
You just throw the mic on over here.
Andy. Who's that? Yeah, we're gonna find out. I met this young man at USC when I was there the other day. Thank you, bro. Thank you. And he showed me this. You should sit down and look at it.
I think I've seen it a while ago.
How?
You sent
it?
I sent it in like January.
Yeah.
Amazing. I'm like completely convinced this is like super important project, that he nailed it. You need to really look at it. Please, talk.
Your sentiment. When I first saw this, because we get sent all this stuff all the time in the office, I spent like 1 minute and I was like, this actually seems like this dude knows what he's
I need like 2 or 3 eyes on this, but yours the most. If it's as good as I think it is, I think I want to turn it into an actual.
You know, like when you first start, for an artist, when he first starts creating music, that he has all these fresh ass ideas.
Yep.
Like his first like real creativity, real pain, real like emotion, first music. So I have that section of music in that period in my life. And right now I went back with all my resources, just tuned them up, got them mixed and mastered, got everything ready.
Right, because those stories are the purest.
Yeah.
She wanna link. I got her freeze in my link. Blueberry dumb in my teeth. You know my diamond they sing. My diamond 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 sing.
Whether a person who starts their career drops a project with no features because they want to establish themselves, or they start a project with 6 features because they were part of a crew and they got great relationships and they got hot people on it, at the end of the day, 10 years later, either you've got skills or you do not. Like, you know, it's like sports. There's a score. Like, you know how many people thought Drake sucked? At the end of the day, you can say it, but the market speaks.
The market speaks for itself.
Not XXL, not 1:37 p.m., not Mike Boyd, not you, not me. The market. The market.
The market.
You know? And like, some people are good enough to have 1 project. That's decent. Some people play forever.
I feel like different artists take different routes. You know, some artists like to just work with like 5 different artists and just get that pool up there, boom, that they need. But it's like a win. You win, lose, or you lose, win, because you get that momentum up there, and everyone's gonna have to say, oh yeah, you're up there because boom, put you on. So for the rest of your career, you're gonna, oh yeah, he got put on.
But you'll appreciate this. That's what people said about Snoop. Dre put you on. The Chronic was the biggest album ever, until Snoop proved that he was an artist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just the truth. Like, that's what's so great about it. Like, that was the point, which is like, the market, your skills, like what you got in you is gonna play out. Just like you, for your brand, just like me, that's the beauty of the game. That's why it's only about the customer. That's why the biggest mistake everyone's making right now is they are nobody. They fuck with fans heavy. DM them back, make videos, because you're hungry. You're hungry. You want to win. You want to get put on. Every fan matters. You can't believe somebody gave a fuck. Oh shit, this is what I was always thinking. You care, you care, you care. And then you pop and you get fancy.
Starts getting to their head. Starts changing people.
It gets really hard to be hungry when you've got a lot of food.
You want a copy on this 2012 one? We're letting the last one breathe at 400K.
Video, mainly because I've caught up with my email and... Yeah, I want copy. Did it just go up? Or this is about to go up?
Yeah, you can edit it right now.
I'll give it to you right now.
Cool.
I'm gonna text you personally.
Cool.
Ready? Back in 2012, I wasn't really making content. What did you say?
The first video I saw?
Look what I wrote. Opening line. Wow.
I remember it was in my dorm at Georgetown. I was like, what the fuck?
Literally, I wrote, that was such an incredible moment. Look how many goosebumps. You got that, Caleb, right? Literally what I wrote. I know for many of you, this was the first video you saw of me.
That's insane.
Back in 2012, I wasn't really making content, but got inspired to shoot it super fucking straight. That's what it was.
Yeah.
I remember that video like fucking yesterday. I did it on my computer. I was doing email to London. I'm so desperate to figure out how to convince people that there is no loss in going for it. That and the airplane project. Yeah. I hope it happens again.
So real, like.
Of course it will.
Please don't look at the screen, it's very confidential.
Well, he took his cell phone.
Hello.
Hey, it's Gary VaynerX. How are you?
Good. How are you? This is Alyssa with IV and Liquid IV. How's it going?
It's going extremely well. I first probably heard about the company maybe 6 months ago. Well, actually first heard about the company maybe even a year, maybe 15, 16, 17 months ago.
Liquid IV, a healthy, all-natural rehydration beverage that promotes rapid recovery.
Kind of hit my radar as I was paying attention to what was happening on Amazon with brands that were not, let's say, from the Fortune 500 landscape. Kind of just hit my radar. I'm like, oh, that brand's doing quite well in organic search and things of that nature. Then I had the luxury of meeting Brandon and what you know, that was maybe 6 months ago. The reason I decided to invest was I've become completely passionate about investing in the entrepreneur over everything. If she or he capture my attention and I believe in them, I want to bet more on the jockey, less on the horse. And so it was very, 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 very clear to me that Brandon was and is going to be a successful operator and entrepreneur. And that's really it. It's not super complicated. It was that binary. When I talk about transparency, like, you're going to be exposed, people. I know the people that are watching you right now, and they get this space, and they're living this space, the Vidler, the Twitter. The Vidler. You're going to get exposed, right? And so, like, if you're always responding to Gary VaynerX or Kevin Rose or iJustine, but not to Sally Pants McGee. Sally Pants! You talk about, for me, the fact that you've got this secret thing going on, and I was able to kind of pass that test, that shit's forever. You know it's real, and that's awesome. And to me, that's why I keep talking about it. Everything's gonna be exposed. There's way too many ways to flip the switch or to catch somebody off guard or flip cams or live from your cell phone. You don't think that a couple iPhones from now are gonna be direct to internet, live to the internet? It is. We got holy shit! You know, we've got all that kite. We've got those things out already. They're gonna be
Yeah, I'm gonna read that out.
to catch somebody off guard or flip cams or live from your cell phone. You don't think that a couple iPhones from now are gonna be direct to internet, live to the internet? It is. We got the Quick, we got the Ustreams. You know, we've got all that kite. We've got those things out already. They're gonna be mainstream, and so it's just, you know what? Good is gonna win this game. You know, technology is going to allow good to win because you can't lie.
I tell people that all the time. Don't lie because the internet will make you seem like a liar.
Listen, sometimes you just lie. Like, it happens.
Making a mistake is something different, but being...
But, yeah.
Couple observations. First, I need to bring wristbands back. What do I want to do every day for the rest of my life? Do that. Second, Sally's been around for a long fucking time. You know, Sally, Arkansas, that's eating Doritos and watching a commercial. Third, I just fucking understand human behavior mixed with technology. I hope you enjoyed this clip, and I hope you understand how evergreen the points of views, the manifestos, the hypotheses that I roll with are. You know, all this shit has been written a long time ago. The only thing you have to overlay is technology. I know what you're gonna do.
What are you doing right now?
Just watched a clip from D-Rock. Now I'm filming the add-on, these split screens, these recalls we think are some of the best content we're putting out because they're fun. I personally like being right. And more importantly, I think they're adding value to people that they now are starting to understand. This is not a byproduct of like what I'm talking about now that I have eyes on me. I've been talking about that, and in that consistency and then understanding what that consistency meant to the results that I'm getting can inspire so many of you to double down on these human truths that I will be absolutely pontificating about in perpetuity.